Are we live? The screen says we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of TMI Thursday. I am your host, Tong7. Thank you for being here with us tonight, today, this evening, tomorrow, right now, whenever you choose to watch this video. And our amazing team of TFTG season's coming up soon. So we finally had some good shows about like players and transitions and trades, and we're slowly getting to August. August is right around the corner, so we're all getting excited, and it's the dog days. I think this episode that we have for tonight is probably, as far as topics, my shortest episode, because it's just there ain't much going on right now. Like, besides politics, it's like even last episode couldn't get help affected by politics. So that's how much it's there's not much to talk about is what I mean. But fortunately, we have so many sports to be thankful for and so many things in sports to be thankful for that we have still something to talk about. And I hope you all enjoy it here tonight. See you soon. You know what I'm saying? Shopaholic. Call it a shopaholic. The guitar. So I got a little surprise for y'all. I've been like looking at different types of sodas and stuff over the years now, and I was like, I wonder if I could make my own soda. Not like the Soda Stream where you have to buy the CO2 containers and all that. I ain't trying to do all that. Like I was thinking just some seltzer water or carbonated water and like just some syrup. And the reason why I'm not making this a sustainable topic, it's more of a topic aimed at my awesome co-host, because he has taken on this new pathway in life of paying attention to ingredients. And he sent me this picture, I don't know, like a month ago, of the drink. So it was 4 items. It was like fruit and club soda and alcohol and then one other thing. And I'm like, what is it? Is it plastic free? Is that what you're trying to show me? He says, no, it's only got 4 ingredients. And I'm like, see, he gets it. So I found this syrup online and I bought it. It's called True Cola Portland Syrups. And if you take 1 tablespoon, I take 1.5 tablespoons because I'm ready to party. And just put it in your cup and then put some seltzer water and ice. Boom, homemade soda. And it's only got just the soda, water, and ice. 3 ingredients. Where you at, Shake? Where you at? How many ingredients you got? He sent me 4. I got 3 now. Speaking of Shake, where are you at? Where are you actually at, though?
Hey.
Yeah, see, he's ruffling trying to find something that only has 2 ingredients. But actually, I like this stuff. Like I'm glad I made it. I'm glad I made the attempt, and it's got like natural flavorings. It's pretty good. It at first it tastes a little different than regular soda, but it's in a good way. And it's 12 grams of carbs per serving. So 1.5 tablespoons is 18 grams of sugar. That's not too bad. The Shake is on the ingredients train, or not really.
No, but shout out. Me and Michael K are talking trash, but shout out to Michael K for coming through with the super boxes. Shout out to you, Michael K. And it's not have to be a Dolphin fan, Bills fan like you.
So Michael K, if y'all don't know,
yeah,
he's recently been crowned the president of the undercover Dolphins fan club.
No, but listen, if you want to buy a super box, hit up El Capitan or myself, and we'll put you in contact with the Michael K. He's a legit guy. $220, and you know what I mean.
I know nothing.
So, yeah, Michael K. The only thing he may be a Buffalo fan, but I'm not gonna hold that against him.
He's undercover Dolphins fan, dude. I'm telling you right now. I think he is who's helping run Dome. I think we figured it out.
$210. My bad. Yeah, no wonder we haven't won a playoff game in 25 years. Then, if he's in charge, that's why we haven't won a playoff game in 25 years.
He's hooking us up, but I'm telling you right now, Department of Miami efficiency. He claims he doesn't know who Alex Jones is. That's what he claims. See, that's why I asked him. So you know who that is? He goes, no, I don't know who that is. I'm like, okay. So what we got first?
We have Son of a biznatch. Oh.
Yeah, so the Dolphins been trading, right? So what was that big trade we just made?
So essentially, we
So we
drafted Minka Fitz. We drafted Jalen Ramsey, the tight end, and we got a 7th round pick. And we in return we received a 5th round pick, Minka Fitzpatrick, and then we traded a conditional 7th round pick, depending how good Darren Waller is. It could go up to maybe like a 5th, so 5th or 6th. So if it goes up to a 5th, that means just like with the Ricky Williams, it was a conditional 2nd, and then it ended up being a 1st round because Ricky Williams did well. If Ricky Williams would have busted, it would have been a 2nd round pick. But being that Ricky did so well, it turned out to be a 1st round draft pick.
So was Cap talking about what's the defensive coordinator's name of the Dolphins?
What'd you say now?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, what's the defense coordinator? His name's Anthony Weaver.
Anthony Weaver? Yeah, Cap was talking about him the other day. And he was saying that this trade has his fingerprints all over it. So this is what I was saying months ago, that this is, in my opinion, the Dolphins are shaping up to do it. They're shaping up to be able to score 21 plus a game and hold the other team to 21 or less, or 20 or less. Because they drafted defensive players, and then they just made a trade for one. Who did we get rid of though?
We got to get rid of Jalen Ramsey. Jonnu Smith was the tight end, and Jalen Ramsey.
But he left, right? Jonnu Smith left, right?
Yeah, we traded him to Pittsburgh.
And where'd Jalen Ramsey go? Pittsburgh too?
Pittsburgh. It was a 2-player for 1 player.
Yeah, that was
and
it.
A draft pick and a draft swap.
So was Jonnu Smith also on the defense?
No, he was a tight end. He was on the offense.
Oh, right. Okay, because Jalen Ramsey was.
That's why we got Darren Waller.
Oh, okay.
To replace Jonnu Smith.
Oh, yeah, that was it. That was it. So a tight end for a tight end. Okay.
No, yeah, but we didn't actually. Essentially, we traded.
It was kind of trading the same positions for the same positions.
Well, not really, because we traded a cornerback and the tight end for a safety and a 5th round draft pick. We also swapped the 7th round pick, and then we turned around and traded a 7th round pick for a tight end. So we got rid of 2 players, and in return we got a safety. We got rid of a corner and a tight end, and we got a safety. And then from another team, we got the tight end from
Color has made it a huge point to talk about, like, Tua in the pocket and timing, and the offensive players giving him time in the pocket and how quickly he throws the ball. Between him and Ali, I've heard that a lot. So, it's if Tua can stay healthy, that and he, I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good about the Dolphins. I think we could definitely make it to the playoffs. Definitely. I don't know if we'll beat the Bills to win the division. I don't know. But I don't know. The pathway I said earlier this year is still, in my opinion, happening. That we're not going to beat the Bills for the division, but we'll still make it to the playoffs. And at least hopefully win a game. Maybe this can win us a game. So if they finally win a playoff game, it'll definitely keep the heat off the head coach. Maybe maybe we can get another good season out of Tua after that. Still have Zach as a backup and not have to tank. Do you call this a soft tank? What people have been freaking complaining about, saying that the Dolphins are tanking? Do you think these moves are a tank? or a shadow tank?
It's hard to say. All I know is it's not a. I want to say it's.
I don't think it's a shadow tank. Cab even said that it has the defensive coordinator's fingerprints all over it. I mean, I'm just trying to, like, we might have a better chance of winning a playoff game if we don't win a division.
What's up, Hooked Up Joe? By the way, I haven't seen you in a while. Pins up to you, my brother.
Sorry, I get distracted looking at the comments. I'm gonna leave that for Shake. Sorry, everybody.
Rashad, what's up?
Everybody in the comments, thank you for being here tonight on this July 3rd. Hopefully everybody is able to turn up and have a nice time and have a happy 4th of July tomorrow. Be careful with fireworks. Be careful blowing stuff up. Be careful with fireworks. Be careful blowing stuff up. Cap and I were the biggest kids into blowing stuff up, but we still have all our fingers, is what I'm saying. We were always using firecrackers. We were always using fireworks, always things that blow up. Quarter sticks of dynamite. Cap's family is the first family ever seen use quarter sticks of dynamite. Okay, so this is what we're talking about here, and they all have their fingers and toes.
Hey, damn. You remind me of Joe Dirt in freaking yeah. Who did he was running off? He was naming all the fireworks.
He said you got Hoosker Do's, Hoosker Don'ts, whistling kitty chasers. He's like, you only got snakes and sparklers?
This is the good stuff.
Snakes and sparklers are all I like. We were the section of the neighborhood that had the most fireworks, and Cap and I were always like, we were going crazy. 4th of July and Halloween were Cap and I's number one holidays for hanging out with each other growing up. Like, if we could only spend 2 days a year, it's because we're like just crazy. But we have all our fingers, is what I'm saying. Just be careful out there, please. Just be careful out there. You can have both. You can have both. Let's make a trade. Fun first with safety, not make a trade.
Well, that defensive end from the Giants could have taught you that. Pierre, whatever. He blew his hand up.
What? Who?
You don't remember that defensive end? And we had him for a little bit.
I knew the player that shot himself. There was a
defensive player from the. I'll bring it up now. Hold on.
He blew off his hand. I know someone personally who did that. Who lost these 3 fingers. I know a dude who lost these 3 fingers. Like, all he has are these 2 fingers. You gotta be careful. But this doesn't seem like a shadow tank. We were already talking about a tank 5 years ago, 4 years ago. So we can't just be tanking, every half a decade. And mess around. So maybe the marketing department is stepping off, and maybe they're going to install some more chairs instead of TVs, and they're going to make some good decisions like this. I mean, if they traded for the players, then they think those players will do better here, maybe. And for some reason, the other players weren't working out. I'm not sure. I mean,
Agoon says, Dolphinier says Jason Pierre-Paul. Right? Hold on. And then I
don't remember hearing that. I mean,
Yeah, that was a while ago, man. As a matter of fact, he played for the Dolphins too for a little for a brief stint.
But like, what happened? Because the person I know, it was one of those mortar ones that you put in the tube and it shoots up real high in the air and then blows up. That's what he blew his hand off with.
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the dude right there.
Look, people, please. Like, I personally know someone, so maybe we didn't need too many topics tonight. The 4th of July. I mean, just drinking. Don't be drinking and driving. Okay, take a Uber or drink water or BDD. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You need to all get home safely. Wear your seatbelt because I know Florida right now is cracking down. They have the what does Florida do during the summertime? No ticket. Click it or ticket. Yeah, click it.
I remember I got when me and my wife were first dating. We were driving. I forgot. We were going up towards Venice, and a freaking cop pulled me over for not having a seatbelt on.
Man,
he gave me a ticket. So from that day forth,
seatbelt saved my life when I was 18. Yeah, I was 18. Seatbelt saved my life 100%. I probably would have been. I would have not been in a good condition if I didn't have my seatbelt on. I don't know if I would have died, but I would have got really, really, really messed up if I didn't have my seatbelt on. Like I crawled out of the car.
Fine. Look at the color. Color flew out the window.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying, people. That's what I'm saying, people. Seatbelts and safety. Okay. This is tonight's episode is brought to you by Playing It Safe. Taking your time. That's
why you should wear your also motorcycle helmets too.
Yes, when I drove a motorcycle, I still have my endorsement. When I drove a motorcycle, every single time I always had a helmet on. I didn't always, and I'll say 95% of the time, I had gloves, long sleeve shirt, and pants, and always a helmet. Always a helmet.
That's the one thing I admire about my brother. He has a crotch rocket, as they would say.
And I didn't even have a motorcycle like that. I was on a scooter.
He always wears a helmet.
I eventually got a bigger motorcycle, but I was on a scooter for a long time. I was on a scooter for like two years. I drove a scooter before I got my motorcycle license. And when I was getting my motorcycle license, like I remember pulling it, like they wanted you to like drive around and stuff, and then they wanted you to pull in. And so when I was pulling in between the lines, I would look down to make sure I was in between the lines, right? And the guy's like, "Oh, you shouldn't be looking down." I'm like, "What do you mean I shouldn't be looking down? I want to see the things." And they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that." I'm like, "Dude, for one, I've been driving a motorcycle for 2 years, okay, and two, telling someone to not look down at lanes to make sure you're straight is insane." So it just goes to show you, like, just because people think, like, I don't know, it's just crazy. Why would you not want me to pay attention to what lane I'm driving in? That's why I kept my endorsement, because I do not want to have to go through another motorcycle training. Like,
in Florida, we're trying to cut down on the population.
Yeah, they don't require a helmet or insurance in Florida. I had both. I had insurance. People would be like, "Oh, you don't have to have insurance." And I'd always say this back. Yeah, well, I also don't have to go through someone's windshield. But if I do, $23 a month is worth it.
Yeah.
And that was like with extra, that was with extra coverage so that it would cover somebody on the motorcycle with me.
Makes sense.
So and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, right? That's why I'm here. So, because I mean, driving a motorcycle is super dangerous. You lose every single time. You lose. If there's an accident, you lose. That's the only thing that happens to you. So you have to prepare yourself to win as much as you can against that loss, because you're about to get messed up. That was on my mind every single time I drove a motorcycle. And I avoided some really, really dangerous situations because I was always on alert. Anyways, the Dolphins ain't shadow tanking. They're making trades. Cap said it has the defensive coordinator's blueprints all over it, handprints all over it.
Yeah.
Okay. We're shaping up the offensive line. If Tua can stay, I mean, talk about Tua's accurate. He is accurate. If he could stay healthy, stay without pressure as much as they can, we can make it to the playoffs. And I'm saying we can go 1-1 with the Bills. I don't think we could sweep the Bills. I just don't.
And here's the thing. This is the first time since Adam Gase, because I remember he had Matt Burke for 2 years. So this is the first time I remember in a long time where, since Adam Gase, we've had 2 years continuity on the offense, 2 years continuity on the defense.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I've been saying this whole time. We can't just keep switching up and getting new this and getting new that. We can bring people on to continue, but like we can't just. This is what I'm saying. Like I hope they win a playoff game so that the head coach is not on the freaking hot seat. Because just give him more time. This is his first stint, a head coach. This is his first stint. I don't think he's done that bad as a first-time head coach. There's had to have been worse records for head coaches. There's had to have been.
Oh yeah.
So let him work. Okay. Let the manager cook, even if it's marketing on the side. The defensive coordinator's getting his work in. So obvious, so let's see. We're going 12-5. We're going 12-5. And we're winning a playoff game. Come on, Dolphins, you can do it. And that's how they're going to do it. They're not going to be blowing people out of the water and make it maybe a game 40, but let's get to 23. Just get to 23. And Darren Waller, he's a tight end. Who was so we had Minka Fitzpatrick, and Jalen Ramsey is who we traded. I forgot who we got. But we've been making a lot of moves on offense and defense. So
oh yeah, that's where I agree with Michael Case. He said nobody will hire McDaniel. Trust me, he'll just like Robert Saleh, he'll go right back to if Kyle Shanahan still has a job in 49ers, he will go to.
Oh, he'll go right back there.
Yeah, he'll go back to the 49ers, just like Robert Saleh did. So.
Good. I mean, good for Robert Saleh. So I'm excited. It's going to be good. What we got next?
All right. Cut tracker.
Oh, yeah. So I was looking online and on the NFL.com, new/NFL roster cuts tracker. So there's like a list of players for every team. I think every team. And it says like which ones are up to be cut. So I guess it's like a ranking of which players are most likely or least likely. I don't know the exact order. Let's see what the Dolphins say. Running back Jared Dokes is at the very top. And
yeah, he was,
at the very bottom is punter Sterling Hoffrichter. So who do you
think Dokes was a 7th round pick or UDFA. I can't remember.
Okay,
I think it was a 7th round. He was a UDFA last year.
And then we got another running back, Sony Mitchell.
Sony Michel?
Sony Michel, yeah. And then Shaquandre White, Lynn Bowden.
No, those are old players.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This is from 2022.
Yeah.
Why does it show an old ass one? Oh, okay. Because I clicked on. Oh,
I'm like, damn, something. Yeah, that was a while ago.
so how do you do this? I don't know. It shows it on here. It shows like different trades, but I don't know how to like make it show only the Dolphins. For instance, it says Steelers and Cowboys traded George Pickens. It says in
Yeah,
May
that was a while
2025.
ago.
Yeah, but like, does it show per team? Oh, here we go. So let's see.
All right, I'll tell you what. I got the Dolphins app, so I could tell you the team.
I ain't never seen I ain't never seen the Miami Dolphins app before.
Yeah, just download it. You can buy tickets and all that shit. And it tells you all the all the players. It has pictures of them and everything. Unless it's like a UDFA or something like that. We're running backs. We got Jalen Wright for running back. We have Jalen Wright. Trying to look at all the running backs. And Noel. Let me see. Nate Noel. There's nothing on him because I guess Alexander Matston. I guess these are like the camp bodies.
Yeah, so that's what I was
Ollie
looking
Gordon
at.
the second. That's
how they go from like 83 to 53 or however it was.
Yeah, 90 to 53.
Oh, 90. Yeah, that's what I initially was trying to click on. So I'm looking at it too. I see Miami Dolphins roster. So how do they announce it? Like, is it just going to announce it like through Twitter that they cut a player that isn't working out as they dwindle down to 50?
Well, preseason. Actually, the first preseason is and then after I think by the third preseason game is where before the regular season starts is where they got to get down to 53. So they cut down from each preseason game, and after the third is when they make their final cut.
Oh, okay. So they go into preseason with 83 people.
Well, 90 guys.
90, okay.
And then they start cutting down
All the way
so
to
they could give
53.
players more playing time during the preseason. But one thing I noticed that a lot of players are kind of determined. Before they could play a good game all preseason and then it's a 1 day event now. That's what Michael K is saying. Yeah, but I've seen players being released after the first preseason game. They could cut down. They don't have to cut down, but if they want to cut some people to give other people more playing time, they do that too. And of course, sometimes what's funny is sometimes the Dolphins. So this is not out of the realm of possibility. So they go from 90 to 50. So they'll pick what they do is they'll cut down to maybe 50 players and then pick up some other players that teams cut.
Oh, okay.
To put them in their practice squad or to stash them, so they won't, because you don't need 53 on the game day roster. It's like I forgot it's like 40 something for the game day roster.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, and
It's gonna be this year.
that's when, believe it or not, that's when the the USFL now. That's when they kind of like they do their draft. They pick up all those guys that were released.
Yeah. When is the UFL draft?
It's usually spring. It's a spring. It's during the spring.
Yeah, but the season is during the spring.
Yeah.
So the season
But
just ended.
I think the off season is during the regular, during the football season. And some of them go to the CFL as well. So
let's see. Got a little bit of time. So we start at Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
So we're winning that game.
Yep. I hope so. I'm gonna be there.
And then New England, we're winning that game. There's 2. Buffalo. Buffalo's going to be tough. We're definitely going to win week 4.
By the way, you know who Michael Madsen is?
We're winning the Panthers game.
Real quick, do you know who Michael Madsen is?
Michael Manson?
Yeah, he was if you ever see Reservoir Dogs, he was the dude who
yeah, he died.
Yeah, he passed away, man. That's rest in peace. He's one of those guys, if you hear him talk, you know who he is.
He played Elvis in didn't he play Elvis in that Life's Like a Box of Chocolates?
Oh, you talking about? No, I don't know. I don't think he played Elvis. No, you talking about Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
I don't think he played Elvis in Forrest Gump. Even though he does look like an Elvis. He could be an Elvis.
Someone plays. All right. Then I don't know, but
I know he was on Donnie Brasco too. I know him from Donnie Brasco too. Donnie Brasco. He played a lot of movies, and he was also on Grand Theft Auto 3. He played the he had the voice of Tony Cipriati. He played one of the mob bosses.
We're gonna beat. We might lose. We're gonna lose against the Bucks. Pittsburgh Jets. We'll beat the Saints. We have to beat the Falcons. So this is where the Dolphins are going to struggle, because a lot of the games I got them winning are probably going to be teams that are going to end up having a losing record. So are we going to be able to get past that hump where we have wins against teams with winning records? That's been the one. That's been the defining. That's been a defining trait so far. So, but that's why I'm saying maybe this pathway of 20-20, 21 scores, and keep the team at 20. We can do it. We can do it.
We can do it.
We can do it.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to win. And then we're going to see probably the Steelers in the playoffs. So we have to beat them in week 15.
The Minka Fitzpatrick revenge game.
And if we ain't, yeah, exactly. And if we ain't winning, I don't want to say no. I'm not going to say we're not. Because we are. We're going to be, here, you'll like this shape. We're going to be supercharged.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the name, like the title.
All right. We might as well go.
On that note, right?
Yes. So Actually, since it's a holiday tomorrow, I'll show two things tonight. Because one, I've been waiting a while to show, but I had to finish up the one before I purchased the other and before I started using the other. And I started using the other. That's after this. So the reason why I said batteries is because for a few years now, I've been using these. I bought them on Amazon. They're called Blue Rise. I think they have them in C and D, but I have them in AA and AAA, and they charge with USB-C. And if you buy them, it comes with a charger that has 4 outlets on it. So you can charge 4 batteries at one time. And it's a lot better than the other ones that they used to have where you had to put it in the thing to charge it, like set it in this. This one charges faster and the batteries are a lot better. I don't use the batteries on things that like consume a lot of like things that are moving or something like that. But as far as like my remote controls for my TV, I mean, we have devices for everything nowadays. So remote controls are perfect. That's what I mostly use the batteries on. Cause even my video game controllers, all those batteries are rechargeable, but they're like specific to the console and controller. But these are dope. And they come in like a nice canister. But yeah, I've been using them for years and I just finally did some organizing and found a bunch of them, that I've been looking for actually. And I was like, ooh, that would be a good topic. But yeah, I've been using these for years now and they're dope. And it's USB-C. It's not the other USB micro.
So they're like rechargeable?
Yeah. I've been using them for years. And they work well. See? Here, I'll show you. Just like that.
Oh, shit. I remember back in the day, I used to have
That's just crazy.
It's like it came in like in a little box, right? Where you could put the batteries in there. It's rechargeable. Unfortunately, they're not good for like Walkmans because, man, I remember Walkman, they would drain the battery fast.
Yeah, these last a lot better than older. I started buying rechargeable batteries a long time ago now. And these are definitely the best ones for like just like everyday things. How is that canister? What? What is he talking about?
Who knows?
No. What was that guy's name? He's like the Unabomber, the way he'd be sending out packages. So, here. And we got a bonus one for y'all tonight. I've been waiting. So we got a bonus one for y'all tonight. Y'all are going to like this one a lot. Especially you, Shake. You're going to love this one. So I started trying it. It is really, really good. I love it. I'm going to keep buying them. Tablet toothpaste. New brand. I bought it on Amazon. And you can buy it with the sustainable shipping. So it comes in this cardboard box. And then it comes in this container. And then boom, there's the tablets. And these, I actually like these. So the other brand that I used to use, it didn't really foam up that much. These are super foamy. It actually reminds me of this toothpaste.
So you just need one pill.
Yeah, just one.
Nice.
And
this thing
was $10, or it was like $9.99, and it has 120 tablets. So that's 3 months. No, that's 4 months. So 4 months of toothpaste for $10.
And you do brush twice a day.
That's once a day. So it's 2 months.
Yeah.
So it's $5. $5 a month
when you wake up and you go to bed.
Yeah, so $5 a month.
And you know what? That's good too. If you like, for instance, if you keep a toothbrush in your car, by lunchtime, you
And
can keep some in your car.
And it's good to travel with because large tubes of toothpaste you can't take on an airplane. You have to take small ones. So this one, so what's dope is the other brand of tablet toothpaste that I used to use is called I counted how many ingredients they have. They have just as many as this brand.
Nice.
So yes, and so it's good is what I mean. And these are dope. It's called Well Dental. Welldental.com. WELDENTAL.com. And it comes in its own, like it comes in this container that recyclable. It even says on here, it says this container is aluminum. Aluminum is the most valuable item in your recycling bin. Boom, shakalaka.
Well, Michael K wants to know if you brush once a day. I know Michael K only brushes after the fish fry.
Sorry, I even made a second counting and said no, it's for 60 days for twice a day. Mr. Knucklehead.
Mm-hmm.
He's lucky that he told me the sustainable practices he engages in.
Uh-huh.
So I still let him.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are
What's up, Liz?
Definitely dope. Definitely. I'm telling you.
Send me the link to that.
I will. And it reminds me of this toothpaste that I used to get back in the day. I forgot what it was.
What's the name of it? I'm going to look it up now.
WEL Dental.
WEL
Dental. But make sure you can get because how I bought it was on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm on Amazon now.
Oh yeah, then yeah, you'll see the little container. It's like $10. It looks just like this. Because they have other items on there, and you got to be careful which one you buy. Because they have like the advanced whitening toothpaste, but it's actually the same price. They got one on here is 60 tablets, but that's only for 30. Oh, here it is, right here. $9.95 is what I paid for this.
Damn, I don't see them.
I'm looking at it online. Just go to welldental.com. And you get free shipping with 25 if you spend $25. And they have I think they have chewing gum too.
Damn, I looked at Well Dental online. They even got a toothpaste for dogs here too.
Yeah. But this stuff is definitely dope. I'm gonna keep using this brand. I've been waiting a while to try it because I just had so much of that other toothpaste. I needed to use it all before I bought this. Because this stuff, it doesn't have any preservatives, so it will expire if you don't. Like this one expires. Well, it has a good shelf life. It's 2 years, 2.5 years shelf life, which is really good. So, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, they even got this thing that you add to dogs' water to make their breath fresh. You add to the water.
See, look, those are going to be stocking stuffers this year. I did. It is probably plastic free too. So
I forgot weed is legal.
Oh yeah, it's recreational. Yeah, it's federally recreational. Yeah, so it's federally. So you could use your card. You could use your credit card or your bank card or whatever to buy weed.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went to Canada. It was in 2018, and I didn't know if it wasn't legal then. But I asked someone. I was like, "Is weed legal here?" And the lady goes, "Not yet." And I'm like, "Okay." and then it became legal. I don't know when it became recreational, but I know it was by 2021 because that's the first time I was there when it was recreational.
Well, when you live in Canada, I think that's the best thing.
Only one ingredient.
Yeah, true that. Cannabis.
So,
all right.
That gets us almost to an hour, so not bad for the off season, the day before a holiday.
By the way, in an hour at midnight, we're going to be back for Insomnia 4th of July edition, baby.
Oh, what, tonight?
Tonight.
Ooh. All right, I know what I'm doing tonight.
So
nice. Yeah, so I don't know if I'll be on camera, but I'ma be there.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm looking forward to that. And that's just in an hour.
We'll drop the link so people could get up and talk about their 4th of July stories and whatnot. So
and how they're staying safe.
Oh yeah.
Like all my lovely attendees of TMI.
That's right. That's why I'm sporting the new Insomnia shirt.
It's dope.
So
you said, but you're gonna have another one made after you visit out here and we get some pictures together.
Yeah, for sure.
So that'll be, and check out the website. So there. Oh, I wanted to say.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could take a bunch of pictures at parks. We'll call it the TMI Vice City, the TMI Crew Vice City shirt.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll as soon as we're done, I'll
whatever. Yeah,
make
sure
we take a bunch of pictures at Kurt Cobain's house.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
At Bruce Lee's grave. At the ballpark.
I was gonna say definitely at the game. Definitely at the game.
Yeah, we got the tickets. She spent like $300, so I think I better.
Nice. Yeah, we'll get there early and we'll go do. We're gonna go down. I'll show you where the it's called the beer garden, and it's where the pitchers warm up. So
yeah, and believe it or not, my wife loves baseball more than I do. He actually knows the game of baseball.
Good. Then you're gonna like watching the Mariners play in person. I always have fun watching the games.
I remember me, her, and the guy I went to it was me and my buddy that we go to when the guy I'm going to watch the Indian game with. We went to a Stone Crabs game and she was enjoying the game and I was just sitting there and going, God damn, it's hot as fuck out here.
Where the heck what's a stone crab?
No, it was Tampa's AA team at the time. They used to play in Port Charlotte. I don't know where they play
now. Okay. Have you ever heard of the Palm Beach Dogs basketball team?
A Stone Crab game used to be in Port Charlotte. Now I don't know where they're playing it now.
Stone crabs.
Yeah, it was called.
Oh yeah, Florida has stone crabs. Those are the little crabs that I remember growing up seeing stone crabs all over the place.
Yeah, it was like during the season. It was like the AA team. Yeah, it was a AA team.
The first time I ever made my own crab
for the Rays,
like cooked my own crabs that I caught. I didn't clean them first.
But holy shit, man! I could. Once I've gone to that stadium, that indoor stadium, I am never watching another baseball game outdoors in Florida ever again.
What'd you do? Sit right in the sun?
Yeah, we sat outside. Yeah, we sat. Oh my god, that shoe! I was fucking going. God damn, that shoe was hot as fuck.
I don't. I guess it's got to. I could say it's probably easier to go like out here in the wintertime. to be outside, like at a sports event outside, even if it's covered, is, man, I don't know. I don't know which is harder. I guess it's Florida's sun, because you can't get cooler. Like, you can get warmer if you're standing outside in the winter up here.
By the way, Joe,
you can do a lot to stay warm.
Joe Rist was at a baseball game today too. He was at the who won that game, by the way? He was at the Toronto and Yankees game.
Oh, we went to a Blue Jays game?
Yeah, he was there today.
That's pretty cool.
Blue Jays were serving cotton candy fries. Oh man, cool. That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, they took cotton candy and put it in batter and then deep fried it.
Oh yeah, that does sound disgusting. Oh, the Blue Jays won, by the way.
The BJ.
The BJs.
I'm sure they did.
On that note, Diddy got off too, so whatever.
You don't eat crabs with the shells on. What crab meat? No, you don't eat. No, there's no crab meat with the shell on. No. Soft shell crab meat? No. I've seen a soft shell turtle. Okay, there's nothing soft about it. It's just I don't know.
Flimsy.
You can't eat a crab shell. Oh.
You eat them in a crab sandwich.
Crab sandwich. I don't know, man. What kind of crab is that? What kind of crab is that? That's not like an Alaskan king crab or right? That's not. Where's a soft shell crab at? Where the heck do those live? A soft shell crab? What? Soft shell crab.
Do they have soft shell lobsters too?
Soft shell crab. Oh, it's so when they molted their exoskeleton. So you cook them right after they shed their exoskeleton. So they just have a real thin layer of shell, which is, yeah, okay. I can see that. Poor crabs, man. Have you ever seen the videos of what crabs, like when they get like obliterated by the machinery?
Oh.
It's like the thing, as soon as the thing sheds, they take it and throw it in the boiling water or deep fryer. You got to wait for the thing to do that. So, like, that's a lot of preparation because you can't just tell a crab to shed its exoskeleton. It takes time. So to make that call, you have to, that's got to be they have to have a lot of crabs in order to do that.
What's up, Pam?
I mean, obviously, but I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's fucked up, man. He's like, oh man, I'm out of that crab. I'm in a comfortable new shell. Oh my god,
motherfucker smells like new money, and you boil him for it.
Yeah.
He's coming out there looking like a fresh fade. He comes out the barber shop right into the crock pot. Bro was fresh out with a fade right into the crock pot.
That's some bullshit.
The only thing in between was Michael K's spatula.
Come on, we know they don't use utensils. Come on, let's keep it real.
He just dips his hand. He just puts batter on his fingers and just dips it in there.
He takes it out while the water's still boiling.
He just Terminator 2's that shit. He said a soft shell turtle. It's like venison of shell. It's like the venison of shell. We had venison crab meat. We had crab and venison of crab. Krabbeson. Is culinary term for that recently molted their exoskeleton are still soft.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, how do they keep
their says that has got to be like one of the worst fucking ways to die and alive.
Oh man. It's
unfortunately crab they don't make noise, so it's like, you know what I mean.
All right. So
all right, we out of here. We better wrap this up.
Yeah.
By the way, I put the link in the group chat we created, whatever. So if anybody wants to kick it backstage for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We're gonna talk about the trip out here. But thank you everyone for being on the comments tonight. Make sure to click like, share, save, support. We love you all for it. And see you next time.
Peace.